After not being on for a week, I just did a 20-minute video. Actually, it was 12 minutes. I turned my head for 2 seconds. I looked back, it's gone. Where do I start? Okay, there's just so much. I don't know where to start. That's how much there is. I'm so out of order, so disorganized. Yet I have so much information. There's nothing out there that my mind, me, that I believe that God has left out of this world. Whatever's out there, He used. He used it for a connection. He used it to wipe down a connection. He used it to install a connection. How does God install spirits? How does it come into us? Well, we eat, don't we? The sun shines on the ground, doesn't it? The earth is vibrant with life, isn't it? Well, you get us from it. The cow eats the grain. You eat the cow. But they say, don't eat the cow and drink milk. Because now there's two spirits involved. God puts one spirit. My camera keeps jumping around. I can't believe this. It's almost like I'm not supposed to be making these videos. Now where am I? Let me jump off to something else. Two eggs, one on its side and one going up. One is the heavens, one is the east-west man. These, if you take a look at, are the houses. This is the way the house runs. You see, both our houses are in one, okay? We can't make creation without God. Without God's Spirit, nothing is born. It's installed. I mean, if we never eat again, how do you want to have any sort of, I can't even explain it. Anyways, it's in the food. It's in the grains. We feed the cows eat, we eat the cows. How does the grain grow? Where does the rain come from? What does the sun have to do with it? We eat the cow. We get the elements of energy of what's been injected into the grounds from the heavens above and from the grounds below. Because you know, if we dig, we hit water. And if we swim down to the bottom of the ocean floor, we hit land. If we go up, we go through the clouds. Eventually, we're going to hit something and fall all the way back down. Which brings to mind, I don't get it. You see, I'm not into this yet, so I haven't studied it, and that's why I'm asking the question. Apparently, there's some sort of satellite the Americans have put into space that's going to fall back down to Earth. Now, where is it in space that it actually is that it can fall down to Earth without floating away? How far out is it? How far out does it have to be? And if it's not past the ozone layer, wouldn't that mean that there's going to be some sort of interference with it? Because don't the clouds, I mean, at what point do the clouds stop rising? Is there a global air pocket inside our ozone? I never took science and I don't know about this. I just know, give me a number, a name, a shape, a color, and I'll do something with it. I'll put four wheels underneath it and I'll put a motor on top of transmission and I'll take it for a ride. Where do you think we are? You ever see The Matrix? The way they show the buildings and he's in the back and he says, oh my God, this is not what Earth is all about. What do you know what you see? We only know what we see. What's behind the curtains of truth? Do you actually know? You know, when I watched that movie Matrix and I said, this is ridiculous, it can't be, it'll never happen. And all of a sudden, like 10 years later, I'm saying, oh my God, this is so true. It's so perfectly easy. My mind sees it. Can your mind see it? What am I supposed to do with this? One goes up, one goes across. What does that create? Tic-tac-toe. That's what it creates. God is up and down, man is east and west. They both say 11, 11, 11 cross. Now look at the four angels. Look at those crosses of Jesus. Okay? Connections. East, west, north, and south. Connections to the heaven, to the east and west, to the angel spirit. Just to jump off on something. Anybody ever take a ride in the Mediterranean? Well, if you're going to be playing Monopoly, the Mediterranean is the first property. In order to get there, it takes the roll of 41 on the dice. As you know, in this world, you can only double up, what is it, once. When you get another double, you're actually put in jail. So is it two doubles or three doubles? Anyways, 12, 11, 12, 6. Last number is man. 12 says alpha beta. 11 says angel, man, and spirit. 12 says alpha beta. The 6 says man. You're on Mediterranean. What happens next? The Mediterranean, the Suez Canal, Gulf, the Suez Canal, the Nile River at the end. Go look at it. There's a spade. The spade is the carcass body of who man is. If you take two spades and put them on top of each other, it makes a whole creation. You can't see it, but I could see it. That's all that counts right now. Whether I can see it or not, and what counts even more is if I can get the message across. So what's the message? What am I actually trying to get across? I'm not actually sure. I'm just trying to show everybody that I know something that other people don't. So what I'm going to show you is, you see the W? Now right next to it are two U's. Right over here, right here. There's two U's. Now why do I have two U's? Because I took up 4 spaces here. I only took up 2 spaces here. So what's the difference? Well, these two fold down over each other. Okay? And then they stand up like this U. And then it becomes a W automatically. And in French it's a W because you have two V's standing together. 2 inlets, 2 and 3. 2 down here, 3 up here. It's creation. The first line and the last line, put both lines together to the center. In the center they created. Down one side came an angel. And down the other side came the man. Okay? The letter M, it looks to be an M, but it's actually the 13th letter in the alphabet. And in being the 13th letter in the alphabet, I'm going to try to show you really that M and McDonald's actually go together. Okay? I'm going to see if I got this properly here. Can you see this M? It says I am in all actuality. Okay? But that M turned this way says sigma. When you turn it this way, okay, if I'm a little quick, the V, it says 1 V, which is 4. And this one says V 1, which is 6. 4 angel, 6 man, the five that divides them all, that connects them to each other. Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. What do you think? The moons are just sitting there. Have we ever gone to the moon? Does anybody actually know anything? Does anybody know the truth? Is there a truth to something out there? Does anybody tell the truth? We're living on this planet like that. What's going on? Does anybody really know what's going on from what we hear? And what do we really know? When you're at home and look at something, I'm looking at it. I know I'm looking at it. I see it. What do I see? I see a wheel. That automatically, when I turn it over, the 0 and the 00, right next to the 00, okay, is 27. Because to start off in life, you need the beta God. 2 is the beta God. Then it's 10. 10 is black. Okay, it means it's been created. There's something there. 4 and 6 is 10. 3 and 7 is 10. It's all creation is next. Then it shows red, 2 and 5. And it's red, the 2 spirit of beta is the birth. The 5 is the connection in the beta world. That's why it's red, because it's the spirit connect. Next to it is the 29. You see, what I'm trying to tell you, I'm not going to read you out the whole wheel, but they put it on here for a purpose. Not only that, but if you take a look at the wheel, and just the first 2 numbers are 37. 3 worlds of God. God created the 3 worlds. Okay? And it's not only that, but it goes 37. I mean, if you add them up here, let me see if I can show you this. 35 and 4, 39, 23 and 14, 37, 21 and 16, 37, 33 and 6, 39, 37 and 39, it means creation and 3 world birth. 37 and 39 is park place, park your ass, and boardwalk. Well, walk it from here. You walk your whole life. And you walk until you fall. And we always get up until death do us part in the correctional center as they show it on roll number 30. 30, 3 worlds. Roll it in Monopoly, go to jail. The only way out is to throw a doubles. Why? Because it recreates you and your angel. It recreates the pasture, 2 and 8, the heaven of beta, which means the secondary world created by God, calling it the beta God, which is connected. Man is connected in between. Okay, it's hard to show. Man is connected in between. Okay, like this. Okay, so you would have 4 corners, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, because this whole world is actually rounded out. It's rounded out. We got rounded out. The sphere they talk about, this is not a sphere, this is a circle. Now, roulette also has a lot of other stuff in it. If I can find one of my books, I've got so much stuff on roulette. Where's my book? Oh, yes, okay. I'm going to stick on this. First of all center numbers on roulette, okay? Numbers in the center. Red, 5, 14, 23, 32. If you put them all into the tic-tac-toe board, which I have over here, the center, okay, shows 32 and 23, second 18, 55, freedom. But the first 18 shows a 5 and 14, which equals 19, which means spirit birth. New York City, the Big Apple, okay? Everything you want to know. This one over here is 2 red and 2 black off of the wheel. 1 spirit, and the 19, okay, is the spirit birth, which is actually the spirit of the world. The 2 is beta. Beta goes with the 11. 11 and 2 is 13. Okay, we're not going to get to that. This is man, spirit, angel, this 11. Okay? It also means God and the 4 corners of his world, which is the angles, but it's the angel. Now this one is creation in red. Now the reason the 12 is circled is because a female can give birth, okay, or start her menstrual cycles at the age of 12 in the Jewish religion. They call it a bat mitzvah. But for a boy, he's all the way down here, and it's in black, the 13, because the males cannot make any babies. But it's in black, okay, because he can be part of making a child, because 1 and 3 means spirit creation. 1 and 2 means the spirit of beta, which you can create a female. So you have a bat mitzvah, and here you have a bar mitzvah. This one is in row 3, creation. This is the 4 angle. 3 and 4 make 7. That's how the angels get connected, okay? If you want to know, man is living on 3 earth, this position here, okay? 6, Saturn is right here. 9 is here. So he doesn't have to move. When he dies, he goes all the way down here, and I believe we come up to Saturn, where the 3 rings of Saturn are on the outside. And the reason I say that is because 33 black ends up in that position. Okay, not only that, 24 ends up in that position, 15 and 6. They're all 6s. 3 and 3 is 6, 4 and 2 is 6, 6 is 6, 1 and 5 is 6. Just like over here, 2 and 1 is 3, 2 and 1 is 3, 3 and 0 is 3. Okay? Now if we go down here to birth, birth shows in the 4th step, 36, creation, man. It shows 9 is the birth. 18 is the 1 spirit of the heaven you get when you're born. And over here is 27, beta God. Okay? Why is it beta God in red? Because beta God is female God, and red is a production of creation. Okay? You got 3 corners red and 1 corner half and half. Okay? God is this row here. He's 1 spirit of the 4 angel of the 7 God is 12. Alpha beta. 1 and 2 creates 3. Okay, creation creates 4 and 6. Here is the 9th position, and here is Neptune. This would be Pluto. Whoever said Pluto doesn't do anything, well, don't keep yourself too far away from that. Pluto is one of the most important planets next to Jupiter. Okay, Pluto is the birth transfer spirit planet. And if you start calculating the numbers, and if you try, if I try to show you how I can now recreate letters and give numbers to every corner of each letter, like the letter R turns into a K. Okay, the tape is ending. Anyways, I appreciate it for the first time in a week. Have a good night. Thank you. Take care.